So I changed my mind from the end of my previous review. Instead of doing 9 through 16, I'm going to do a reaction and review for 9 through 12. So 4 episodes in this one, and then I'm going to do 13 through 16 in another video. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another review on the Review Garden. So much has happened in these 4 episodes, right? So we have a lot of people find out about the contract. And it was Minyuk, the manager, and Haiwan. And all of them found out, those are the main people anyway, they found out because of Ji-yoon's friends, right? So her female friend told Minyuk in the car while he was giving her a ride to the house. And then Dong-wook, the male, her husband, told the manager. And then the other one, the way Haiwan found out, it was an accident. But still, like, you shouldn't be talking people's business in public like that, you know? And Minyuk was the first person to find out, and it was on his way to the dinner, right? Which the dinner was so awkward and so childish, and Young Jae was acting so jealous. He even, wanted to do the whole that she's pregnant thing. So it's like, do you like her or not? Do you like Ji-yoon or not? And after the dinner and after Minyuk found out about everything, for a second, I was like, wait, so he doesn't like her anymore now that he found out that she's in a contract marriage? But he was just trying to figure out what to do. So now he literally told Young Jae that he would steal her from him. The second half started with Young Jae and Ji-yoon fighting as always. I mean, at this point, it's kind of getting old the way they fight. It's really a lack of communication, and mostly on Young Jae's part. Lack of communication and lack of him getting in touch with his feelings of what he really wants, right? So he's jealous of Ji-yoon and Minyuk hanging out together, or the fact that Minyuk wants Ji-yoon. But yet you spent the night with Haiwan, right? In the beginning of episode 9. And then when Haiwan found out about the contract, she went to Ji-yoon and told her, asking her, pretty much telling her that, she still wants Young Jae and all that. Pretty kind of saying like, she accept that she did wrong, but she wants him. And this was in the beginning. And then towards the middle of the 4 episodes, she goes back to Ji-yoon and tells her that Young Jae has accepted her. Like, you're playing a dirty game. You're getting in the head of the other girl. And because of how Young Jae treats Ji-yoon, she went ahead and actually believed it. But then when Ji-yoon asked Young Jay, is it okay to like is it okay to like Minhyuk? Young Jay is like, he's feeling some kind of way about it. And she, Haiwan did ask Young Jay to accept her, but we didn't really see his answer to that. So for her to go to Ji-yoon and tell her that, like, you're playing a dirty game. And by episode 11, I was like, he needs to pick which one he wants, because episode 10 was the one that ended with Haiwan telling Young Jae that she wants to be with him and for him to come to her, to accept her. And then and also towards the end, Ji-yoon was asking Young Jae if she could start liking Minhyuk, right? And Minhyuk already told Young Jae, he's like, don't leave an opening, because I'm just going to swoop right in and take her, because you don't realize how valuable and precious she is. And by the end of episode 11, they were getting a divorce, because Haiwan went to Ji-yoon and told her, hey, he's accepted me, even though we never heard that he accepted her. And it's also because, they changed the contract. He didn't want to lose, Young Jae didn't want to lose Ji-yoon to Minhyuk. So his thing was, he asked to change the contract. So instead of 6 months, they changed it to 3 years, right? And Haiwan heard about the 3 years and she didn't want to wait 3 years. So she went to Ji-yoon and told her to end it first. This is what gets me. You did not want this man, but now that he's no longer paying attention to you, you're like, oh, I didn't realize what I had until it was gone, and I want him back. And, Ji-yoon kind of doesn't want to get in the middle of it. So when she asked for a divorce, she was like, you could divorce me and go to him and go to Haiwan. Even then, he didn't want to divorce her. But as soon as Ji-yoon said that she liked him, all of a sudden that changed everything. He was like, you could have just said anything but the fact that you like me, and we could have stayed together. But the fact that you said that, we can't be together now. And in my mind, I'm like, be like, how does that work exactly? Because I know that he likes her, but he just doesn't know how he's feeling. And I have to take a step back and realize their age, because they said that she's 23. They never mentioned his age, but the manager was like, he got married at a young age. So I'm assuming that he's around the same age as her. So, you could kind of understand the maturity level for him. At first, I was a little about the manager getting involved, but she actually did a good thing here in episode 12, because she asked Jae-yoon to come out first, and she talked to her and was like, yeah, I get it's a contract marriage, but he is his movie flopped, he's losing business deals, even though that has nothing to do with her. That has to do with, the type of movie that they chose for him. But anyway, she told him, she told Jaeyoon, like, hey, wait just hold on a little bit, don't divorce him yet, because if something comes out about him being in a contract marriage, he'll never recover, so he won't be as big as before, because this boy is always in some kind of scandal, and most of it is because he doesn't listen. If he just listened, half of his problems would not be happening. So that's on one side. Then she went to go visit Haiwan as well, and told her to stop seeing Young Jae, because she told him multiple times and he doesn't listen. So she's like, I'm coming to you and telling you to stop seeing him. And she's like, I can't let him go. I'm like, girl, shut up. I can't let him go. And she's like, well, that's too bad. A contract marriage is still a marriage. So wait until they're divorced, and then you could see him. And I was like, that's right, because Young Jae he's being annoying. He's so immature. Like, dude, listen. And listen to your heart, because the hell? But then again, it's like maybe he doesn't know what he's feeling, because he's been, obsessed with one person his entire life. So maybe he doesn't know what he's feeling for Jiyoon, because, when she went, because the manager told her that, she went back to Young Jae and said, hey, I don't want to get a divorce. I was just kidding. Ha ha ha. I was just trying to punish you by saying I wanted a divorce and that I liked you, and he was like, what? And he was like, I thought this was over, and I had this strange feeling when you told me all of that. So maybe he doesn't know what he's going through. And then, his whole conversation with Min-hyuk was, Min-hyuk was telling him, hey, let Jiyoon go. You have enough on your hand with Haiwan. Let Jiyoon go. And he's like, I'm gonna protect Jiyoon. And I'm like, are you saying you're gonna protect her because you love her? Or are you saying you're gonna protect her because Min-hyuk wants to take her away? Like, in that moment, I was like, you know how they want those two, well, not really him, not really Young Jae, but mostly Min-hyuk. He wants what he can't have. But, Young Jae is not gonna let go of, quote, what's his. So, like, he's not gonna let go of his wife for him. So, if I'm kind of understanding correctly, like, his whole interaction with Haiwan is because, when he was the end of episode 12, like, it really annoyed me. Like, his relationship with Haiwan is mostly because he feels like he needs to protect her. Every time she's crying, he needs to run to her, like, and take care of her. We kind of saw it in the first 12 episodes, right? Every time she's crying about Min-hyuk, she would always call Young Jae, and Young Jae would run to her, right? No matter what he was doing, he would always just run to her. And pretty much what happened in the end of episode 12 is he bought Jiyoon a bunch of flowers, because part of the new contract she posted she wrote that, on certain days she wants flowers. So he bought her a lot of flowers. And while they were sitting down in front of the flowers, he was talking about the article that is going to get out about them, right? About their marriage. And he was like, he was going to take her to an expensive meal, and they were talking about going back to the place where they had their honeymoon. So pretty much a bunch of things he was going to do for her to kind of ease the blow of the article, because it's a bunch of people who don't know them that's writing about them, and she's never had that happen before, but he has. So he was trying to prepare her for that, right? So they're talking, and then she kisses him on the cheek, and then the person who shows up is Haiwan. She just walked into their house. Oh, your door was open. First of all, why were you even there? The manager pretty much told you, don't go near him. And then you go to his house. You go to his house, and then you walk in, and then you see she kissed him, and then he smiled, and then all of a sudden you start crying and you run out the house. And because of that cry, now he feels like he needs to go to you. He's like, the end was pretty much, oh, Ji-yoon, I wanted to protect you, but now I feel like I need to go to Haiwan. Like, she'll survive, okay? Like, she needs to grow up too. Like, there's a lot of growing up that needs to happen here. But then again, you're like, okay, they've never experienced this before. So me looking at it from from a different age point, it's like from where they were, I guess in a way it's kind of unfair, because during that time, none of them had even experienced anything yet. So they're just trying to process how to handle different things. And this wraps up our journey on the Review Garden. Thank you for joining me today as we explored this drama. If you enjoyed this reaction and review, please remember to subscribe for more insightful videos. Don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback helps our channel grow. As always, I'm truly grateful for your support and for joining me on this journey on the Review Garden. Until next time, and happy listening. Bye.